minute, would you know what to do if someone came into your school or workplace and started shooting?
CBS 46's Brittany Miller joins us now live from the newsroom. And Brittany, you talked to an expert tonight who has some advice, detailed advice, that could save lives.
Oh, yeah. Right, so we invited an active shooter expert into our newsroom to show us exactly what to do. The biggest takeaway was do not hide. He said to be smart, be quick, be quiet, and be ready to fight. What do I do now?
Whether you're at school or work and you hear gunshots, the first thing you need to do is say, if I can get out and it doesn't take me in the path of the potential threat, then get out. Because distance between you and the shooter lessens the probability that they can hurt you. If you can't get out, please don't remain a stationary target. Right. Okay, so you know your work environment, and that's what we all need to do is assess our everyday environment. Where is there a place? Like, is this room here? Does it have a locking door? Is there, now see, this has glass beside the door. So every time you put glass in close proximity to the door, you negate the properties of that door protecting you. Now there's a room over there that doesn't have glass beside the door. So could we go in there and lock that door and fortify it? So what you need to do when you go in that room is you lock the door, you barricade it, and you find an improvised weapon. If they breach that containment, then you make a commitment to survive. Now remember, we have good jobs because we have clean records. But this is a time where we go from customer service to the warrior mindset because we want to go home alive to our family. Somebody needs to be securing the door while you're gathering improvised weapons. And so you have a security team holding the door closed, and you have an assault team that's using that force to defend you. And have a piece of rope that we can loop around here really quick, and then the students, teacher, fellow employees can stand farther down the wall where the shooter doesn't know where you're at. And we can hold the door closed. See that? We can hold the door closed from a safe distance.
But if you have like 10, 20, 30 people doing this, I mean, he's not...
And this gives the students an active way to protect themselves. You would be kind of positioned here in a place where you're out of my peripheral vision unless I turn like this, okay? So anyway, when I come in, remember my arm bends this way, but it doesn't bend that way. So you want to lock it like this and use it to take me down. So what you can do is grab, and I usually teach people to, so you can...
So pull you this way?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. And then you apply your body pressure and then just fall to the ground. You're going to take me, because my arm doesn't bend that way, you're going to take me to the ground, and then you call out to your other employees. You have a secret code word.
Right, so as you just saw there, getting the shooter down on the ground is key. But let's say you're in the next room and you can only hear those gunshots. The expert says that you should turn off your lights and cover any windows that are indoors. You also want to make sure that after you call 911 that you put your phone on silent just in case they call back. You don't want to alert the gunman. And lastly, we want to make sure you do not run with large crowds in one direction just in case there is a second shooter. We're live in the newsroom tonight. Brittany Miller, CBS 46 News.
Brittany, great advice we hope we'll never have to use. This afternoon,